So, we know where we stand. I don't have a lot of time to save the club, but we still are in the Europa League. That is the target. I have to stay in long enough to win that competition. Can I do it? We'll find out today. Well, not today, because it's not the final, but we're playing Lyon. Yeah, you get what I'm saying. And actually, viewers, the good news is I did play one game off of camera. I know I said we come back for Sampdoria, but I felt we're in the run yesterday. By that I mean we won a game of football against Bologna. Did we beat Sampdoria? Yes! Yes, we did. We beat them 3-1. We went 1-0 down as well, completely against the run of play. But did we turn it around? My God, did we. And as you can tell now, up into 8th. I mean, it's not exactly where we were a couple of seasons ago, but at the same time, teams around us are beginning to drop points. Roma are dropping points. Parma, Lazio, these teams are dropping points. It's not out of the realms of possibility that we could still qualify for the Europa League. Champions League, forget it. Europa League, maybe. I'm looking at that 6th position and thinking, maybe. And that should be enough for me to secure my job, but I'll probably still end up leaving at the end of the year. A lot of it depends on, obviously, the Europa League, and we're kicking off our quarter-final tie today against Lyon, and it is at home. We've done very well so far in the tournament. We've not really had much in the way of issues. Having said that, I'm looking today to get a little bit more into it, and I'm going to change up the tactics. I've been doing this during the games. I've changed up the tactics slightly. We're playing a bit more like I have been the last couple of games, which will be a bit more front foot, a bit more like it. The important thing is that I'm getting players into more sort of form, apart from Francisco Trincao, who's just been bollocks. There's no other way of describing it other than he has just been so bad, which is just surprising considering he's meant to be one of my best players, but he has been, unfortunately, pretty piss poor so far this season. Claudio Lamazza is back, which is good news. That's not him, that is Hadjar. So I'm feeling quite good. Actually, I might bring Hadjar onto the bench because, let's face it, I'm going to need him on the bench because he actually played against Lyon, or he played for Lyon, and you can usually guarantee that a player that plays against his old team will get a goal. Important thing today is to try and keep a clean sheet. Keep a clean sheet. Don't concede any away goals, and then we won't worry about that after that. I can't remember who we're playing in the semi-final. I know Spurs are one of them, but I can't remember who they're playing, but it didn't look particularly appetising. Let's worry less about that and focus more on what I need to do in this game. At the end of the day, that's the most important thing. Is we win our game here, then we'll deal with the other ones afterwards. I just realised I've not really walked you through the lineup. So in terms of our lineup, it is the usual one. We'll have Campo in goal, Ranch, Kabak, Basia and Hickey as the back four. Luis, Cuisance, Mikendi and Francisco Trincao as the midfield diamond, with Juranovic and Yusuf Chamiti up front as always. Well, not as always, because I was playing one up front for the majority of the year this year, which I think is probably fundamentally where part of my problems came. Lyon are a very good team. They're top in the Liga 1 for obvious reasons. They've got a fantastic academy, which we all know about. They've developed many, many, many brilliant players over the years that we're all very familiar with. As Francisco Trincao, who I said has been absolutely piss poor pretty much all season, has got himself a goal, and we are 1-0 up within 5 minutes, even though Lyon had actually made a better start to the game. Get in! Come on! After this as well, we will be playing a game against Inter Milan away from home. I'm a bit of a mess. I just wanted to get stuck into it today. I didn't want to mess about talking too much. I just wanted to get stuck into the games. They have got one of our old players here as well, Ramos Mingo. He is in there with Denai at the back. They've got Ryan Cherky, who we all know is very good. Maxi Gomez is a good player as well. They're not playing their wonder kid up front, who scored a lot of goals, which I'm finding a little bit baffling. We looked at him briefly in the last episode as Juranovic plays the ball into Mikendi. Mikendi's in. Samuel Mikendi has been so much better since I went back to the Diamond. That's his 5th goal of the season. It's 2-0. Keep the clean sheet. Keep the clean sheet and we'll be in business. This is genius from Juranovic. He gets a little bit lucky with the deflection from Kakare. Kakarot! That's a great reference, by the way. Dragon Ball Z, best anime show on TV. So good. I'm more nervous about the Inter Milan game because I get the impression if I lose in the league, the board might sack me, despite how well we're doing in the Europa League, and that would be Very disappointing. Like, very disappointing. Have they got Rodri, as in, like, from City Rodri, playing as a centre attacking mid? Because that might explain why they're not doing very well going forward. Trincao steps over this free kick, hits it, Werner saves it. I mean, if it's Timo Werner in goal as well, that makes even more sense why they've conceded 2. They've hit it long, and McKendy heads it wide. Not the best header in the world, as Poulsen goes inside Hickey. Ooh, wow, that's a bit of phrasing. Kakarat on the ball, hits it wide to I don't even want to say it. Netwisa? I think, because I saw the way that there was a little thing on the C, I think it makes it a S rather than a K. As Juranovic hits it into the... It wasn't into the net, it was straight at Werner. Sorry about the bike going past as well. Well, McKenny's absolutely knackered, and he's going to come off at half-time because it looks like he's done his job. Chamiti's been bundled over in the area. That's got to be a foul. Referee, come on now. Come on now. And we know Yusuf Chamiti's going to take this, and we also know he's going to miss. It's Anthony Taylor as the referee. No wonder it's been given. Chamiti for a 3-0 lead. Boom! And you would like to think, viewers, you'd like to think that that might be tie over. Maybe. I've just got to make sure we don't concede in the second half. Do not concede a goal, and we are absolutely golden. This is my Fiorentina. This is the team this is my team. Where have you been for the last 1.5 years? Right, McKendy's coming off. He's played really well, but now it's time to make a change. I'm going to bring on Marco Canna. He's going to swap with Cuisance, so Canna can go into the deep line playmaker role. Cuisance will go as the box-to-box. Very, very solid. Taking it off of attacking. We're going to go balanced. Just keep it calm. Play it around. Let's not knock ourselves out too much when we've got the big game against Inter at the weekend. Don't concede. And it will be literally like the most perfect performance that I needed right now. Absolutely perfect if we can just get through this. This second half is literally flying by, and I've got no issue with that. A 3-0 win is more than enough for me to take into the next leg and be delighted with. As long as we don't get spanked in France, no issue whatsoever. We get 1 goal there, you'd like to think that it's game over because they'd need to score 5. Kakarat hits the ball long. It's only fallen to Hickey. Smash it, son. Hickey. Oh my god, how have you missed that? He's been really good since he came in, Hickey, and he's done really well at left back, but that is a bad miss. A really bad miss. We should have won this 4-0. A 3-0 win. Only one highlight in the second half was that Hickey chance. We've been top-notch. Absolutely top-notch. I'm delighted. That was a MikeRo Munch Fiorentina performance. Absolutely stupendous. We've beaten the champions-elect of France. We've not just beaten them, we've smashed them. And if that doesn't get everyone a little bit excited morale-wise, I don't know what will. I'm going to give the boys a day of rest as well. I mean, I'm hoping that McKendy will be fit for the Inter game. This is now a massive game for me. If I can get through it without losing, perfect. If I can just get through this Inter Milan game without losing, I've had the best start since we had that potential meeting about being sacked. Well, there was a big game going on for me where Sampdoria were taking on Bologna. And it looks like Bologna have lost to Sampdoria, which is sort of good, but sort of not at the same time. Another big bit of news is that Sassuolo beat Juventus. That's not good either, because Juventus is probably a bit too far away from me. I was kind of hoping that Sassuolo wouldn't really be in the mix either. It's very competitive for this sort of like last European spot. Right, okay, another bit of good news is that Torino have lost against Cagliari. I'm looking at the teams in and around us. We're looking at Roma who are playing Napoli, so this is a chance to gain points potentially on... Actually, let's not worry about gaining points on anyone, okay? I need to worry about just getting through this game unbeaten. I need to try and get through this game without losing anything bad. And with that in mind, then I am going to go with the exact same team that played against Lyon and was so dominant and has been very good in the last 3 games. There's a little bit of consistency, which is something that's been missing all year, whether it's been via injuries or fatigue. I've always needed to mix the team around a lot, and that's not been very good for me. I've asked the boys to go out there, get revenge for what happened last time. The big danger man is Romelu Lukaku. He always scores against me. He's sensational in FM21. We need to try and stop him if possible. Inter are obviously going for the title at the moment. It's very close between them and Juventus. Juventus lost this weekend, so Inter will be looking to capitalise on that, and this doesn't fill me with a good feeling as Hakimi whips the ball, and we've managed to head it away from Lukaku, but only as far as Komalenko, and good save there by Campo. I'm actually going to go off attacking, because I normally I'd go for attacking. I'm going to go for balanced. We're going to try and be a bit balanced, try and soak up a bit of pressure, and maybe try and just get it into the front two. If I can get it into the front two and counter-attack them, like now, I think we've got a chance. As Trincao finds Chimiti. Oh, such a bad... Oh, he was offside anyway. Such a bad finish, though, there by Chimiti. Either side, he literally hits it straight at Meslier. I'll take a 0-0 any day of the week. Cuisance over the ball, whips it in, back post. McKendy, it's a great save again by Meslier. You can tell now, I'm actually really focused on this now. I'm focused on making sure that we just pick up points now and again, here and there. We're playing really well so far. We've got a higher XG, not that that means anything, but I'm pretty pleased with the way that this is going. The boys have been really good so far. We've got to stop Gaetano Castrovilli, though. We all know how good he can be. As he plays a nice ball over there to Solomon. Just there's a guy completely free on the right hand side. Castrovilli's in. He hits the post. Got a bit lucky there. A little bit lucky. I'm wondering maybe if I change the formation slightly, but so far so good as Lukaku heads it. Campo saves it. We're okay. Campo's having a good game at the moment. Touch wood. He's playing at 7. Keep that up, mate. Komalenko. He's giving the ball away. Chimiti. This is it. Chimiti! Yusuf Chimiti makes it 1-0 to Fiorentina. Brilliant counter-attacking goal. Great pressing from him here. We just win the ball high up the pitch. Who's the defender that gives it away? It's Komalenko, Skriniar. They make a little muck up between them. Can he finish it? He had a terrible finish earlier, although he was offside. Not that time. He drills it across the goalkeeper, and suddenly we're up into the top 7. Kabak on the ball now. No mistakes, guys. Just keep it simple. Basia into Florentino Luis. McKendy. What a ball by McKendy to Chimiti. 2-0. Oh, it's happening! It's happening! I don't believe this. Come on, boys. This is genius. Lovely forward play here. McKendy. I knew the minute I get him playing, he reminds me a lot of Pogba. Maybe it's because Pogba's there, but McKendy reminds me a lot of Pogba. In the sense he's got all the talent in the world. It's just trying to bring it out of him regularly. Chimiti, back to McKendy. McKendy, not a brilliant bit of play by him there. He took a little bit too long on the ball. Solomon into Lukaku. He's rolled us. This is a goal. Oh, it's not. Campo makes a brilliant save again. He's playing at 7.4. 7.7. I tell a lie. This is absolutely brilliant. Juranovic is doing superb work at the back as well. He's headed away about 3 corners this half. What a performance so far from the Viola boys. I'm happy with it. Just do it again. Do it again. The Solomon boy looks like he's giving me a bit of trouble out here on the right. Castrovilli apparently is not having a very good game. They've taken him off. Oh no, they haven't. They've just moved him into the Mazzala. And Castrovilli's got... Yeah, so Castrovilli's got the Mazzala. I remember this Garcia boy gave me absolute havoc. And he's done it again. Manuel Solomon, this Alexander Garcia guy, has played absolute havoc with me before. I know people will be screaming at me in the comments to change, and you know what? For once, I'm actually going to change. It's not often you'll see me do this at all, but this is what we're going with now. I've literally decided that the only way for this to happen now is for me to go defensive. So I've gone for a 4-5-1 with 2 CDMs. Everybody is on defensive mode right now. Everyone's on defend, apart from Chimiti up front, who's just got to defend on his own. I've taken off Juranovic, I've taken off Cuisance, on comes Canna, and on comes Justin Kluivert, who's gone out onto that left-hand side. We're sitting in, and we are just going to see this out. That is now the plan. Do not say that I don't try... And I didn't try and play for the win. Alright, well, as in, like, don't tell me that I didn't try and go a bit defensive and shut it down. As Dr. Benji would say, I've gone Italian, and Castrovilli's going to bend this in the top corner, isn't he? Oh, what a save. Oh, it wasn't. It was off the post. I thought it was a brilliant save by Campo. He's had a very good day, to be fair to him. Right, McKendy's knackered. He's coming off. I'm going to bring on Paul Pogba. Just to see this out. Keep him on the box-to-box. Just see this out. That's the plan now. Kluivert has literally just been injured as soon as I haven't made the change yet. I mean, like, this is so defensive. It's unreal. But Barbiero's come on. and we really are sitting back now. I've had to stop Solomon. He's had a really good day today, so now I've basically double marked him on that right hand side. I've got 8 minutes to survive. If Trincao wins this, and he has, I wonder if he might be in there. Trincao, great take. Go on, mate. Just take to the corner flag, please. He's been fouled by... Sure, that's a foul. Okay, maybe not. Rodri on the ball. Plays it to Castrovilli. He's getting a lot more influence in the game. And I've got to stop this Garcia bloke from getting too involved. Garcia into Solomon. He squares it across. Campo. What a save. What a save. I thought it was in. I thought it was in. It's an unbelievable effort from the goalkeeper. 6 minutes of added on time. Are you joking? Where's that come from? Hit it long. Oh, Chamiti made a move there. Hickey. Just play it. He whips it in. It's an awful cross. Awful cross. Just take your time. Play for time. Why are you trying to kick it out there? Play for time. Oh, flip it out. Where's the right back? Garcia's hit it miles wide. No issue. Where was Ronch? What's he doing up here? Why are there still so many highlights? Garcia on the ball. Driving forward. Go on, shoot. Yes. Good. Come on. It's going to be an ultimate snatch and grab. Look at this disgusting XG. This is how it feels, FM. Oh! They're top. We've finally beaten a big team this year. Genius. A 2-1 win. Absolutely phenomenal. Somehow Justin Kluivert tore his wrist ligaments. How? You're playing football. How? I mean, I don't... Use of Chamiti. If there was a time to kind of come back to form, mate, it's now. Little shout out to Campo, by the way. Had an absolute blinder in that game. An absolute blinder. It's in our hands now. I think about maybe even getting into Europe. Not quite, but not far off. We still have to play Parma. We still have to play Roma. We still have to play Torino, Atalanta. And then we've got some of the teams down the bottom. If we can put a little run together before the end of the season, maybe, just maybe, I can get European qualification, end on a high before I leave. Maybe, just maybe, that's the plan. I mean, all the jobs are gone at the moment, but there's a few here that you can tell aren't looking particularly too hot for some of them. Carlo Ancelotti's at Hoffenheim. Interesting. But at the moment, we've obviously got bigger fish to fry, and that fish is obviously Lyon away in France next time out. It's going to be a mega game. I hope that you're all very excited. We'll also have the Torino game, which again could be potentially a big one in our chase for continental football qualification, maybe even the Champions League in the Italian Serie A. We aren't that far behind. We're 10 points behind, but we do have games in hand. So get excited, everyone. It is not over. That win against Inter has reignited my fire. I'm feeling a lot more confident than I was before. Well, I mean, what an episode. Thank you so much for watching it. I hope you have enjoyed it. Of course, if you have, why not drop a like on the video, share and subscribe while you're here. Make sure that you come back for the next one. And until I see you there, where we could be in a Europa League semi-final, take care of yourselves, everyone, and stay cool.